Feisty chess time, folks. We're paired as black against Kavi Devakumar on Lee chess. D4 on the board. Okay, let's do knight f6. And yeah, I think I'm going to go for a Budapest. I've been playing this lately. I used to play it a lot more. It used to be my main line. Oh, we've got a decline Budapest. Black has no trouble equalizing here. The main move is obviously to take, and then I go knight g4, and there's fun stuff happens. But here our bishop gets outside the pawn chain. We've got a share of the center in e5. And we've actually got a lead in development, especially after e3, which blocks in his bishop. I'm thinking about, well, no, let's get developed ourselves. I was thinking about pushing e5. Now I'm especially thinking about it. There's also bishop g4 here. Let's just make the move we know we want to make, castling. Okay. Does our bishop belong on f4? F5? Or b7? Probably not b7. Probably not a6 either. I think this bishop wants to be here. Yeah, it shuts down ideas of e4. I might as well get this move in just to keep that bishop on that diagonal if he is going to play knight h4. Bishop can be tucked back here. Okay, knight has only one place it can reasonably go. Once he plays a3, we need to play a4. Very important. Keep our situation on that bishop. Keep that bishop posted on that nice diagonal without threats of getting trapped. Okay, we got a good game here. He's going knight to there. I might. Is it worth bringing this bishop all the way back? All the way back to a7? I mean, the knight. He'll be able to play b4 then. Knight a4 is not a bad move. Now the fact that my bishop is on f5 is a hindrance. I'd like to play e4. And then if he goes knight here, I'd rather take this knight with my bishop. Leave that knight on the rim. The problem is he can put his knight there, and then he's hitting both my bishops. Might be the best way to go about it anyway. Oh. I'm gonna... Okay, let's preserve the bishop. Bring on b4. I don't think it's gonna break my back here. Knight to b6 against b4. Okay, this is a nice little trap. I'm gonna go ahead with e4. Way behind on time here. I think that's obviously not appealing. Okay, now this lets me trade off this bishop under better circumstances. I think these are better circumstances anyway. And now I've got, for instance, b4, b5. Yeah, and now this is his weak pawn. My c7 will be a little bit weak, but I've got good piece activity and a nice, well-advanced pawn in the center. If he moves his knight back to c3, I'll just take on c4, and he's got these doubled pawns. I take on c4. Yeah, he can't move his knight back here because after takes, I go here, and I'm winning this pawn. I'll just get a pawn up at that point. So he needs to take. The other thing I can show you later, if you had played knight here, it's actually a nice little trap. Although it comes with some danger, but I could win that knight. Okay, we're gonna have this. Oh, he's going to hold on to that. He'll hold on to the pawn for the time being anyway. But the bishop will kind of just be stuck behind it. He does have a knight that's guarding that. Okay. Plans here. Is a4 a good idea? Not sure about that one. Knight a4. No, that can't be played just yet. That can't be played for two good reasons. Maybe I can just get away with this. Bishop back, and then bishop here, and I'm on that pawn 3 times. Because that bishop doesn't seem to have a lot to do on the king side, does it? I could go bishop g4. You have to move the queen. But then he could move the queen to threaten here. Okay, I'm going to put a little more support behind this pawn, and then I'm going to consider this next. I don't see maybe b4. Okay. that just kind of shores things up. Now I'm going to go ahead with this plan. It's important I have the second defender on this pawn. White must have been thinking I wanted to push this pawn, so he's blockading with the bishop. I need to be aware of something like knight to b5. I think then I can just grab on d5 with one of my knights. Be a rook or a queen to this file, and then combine with knight to d5. But like I said, being a knight here is good because it grabs up this pawn. It also defends my pawn. I suppose I could also react with bishop a6. Okay. The opponent is now taking up some time, finally. Okay. Yeah, if knight if knight to b5 is the plan, I've got an answer here. There is no hanging on to d5. And I can even have time for rook to c8 or maybe queen to d7. I'm not in a huge hurry to grab that pawn. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I'll have to recapture twice with knights. And then I'll be ready to play c6. Which knight to take with first? Yeah, let's do it. We'll have to recapture with this knight, of course. Okay, I see the idea. But I'm pretty sure a5, a4 just nips this idea in the bud. Or c6. Now let's get the queen off of that diagonal first. a4. Then we've got c6. The knight's got to go back to c3, and then I should probably just take it. Also take this bishop. Yeah, I take the bishop. And the knight looks pretty shut down, actually. Once I get d5 in. He can slide. He can activate a lot of pieces of his. This allows him to skewer. Okay, I'm going to take my chances this way. I've got to get going here, after all. We can shut the bishop out of the attack altogether. And our extra pawn is this one, which is not ideal. But I don't see how white can really attack it as long as my bishop defends it. That's a defensive piece. Actually, my knight and my bishop are both kind of tied down to defending pawns now. So hopefully I can drum up some kind of attack with my major pieces. But his bishop, yeah, that's just completely shut down. So I've got to be happy here. Yeah, queen f2, and now probably queen here. With the idea of rook e6 to f6. There's also bishop to a6 ideas here. I would not mind a queen trade. Okay, the knight's not needed anymore. Right there. Let's bring a knight back here and we'll get him to d6, I guess. That's a pretty good improvement. He guards f7. Okay, he's really loading up. Ooh, we've given up our pawn from that knight. Well, so be it. Lost our advantage there. But the plan is this. Just to release some of this pressure. Okay. And our knight is doing really good work here. Can't do all of that work, though. So, let's do this. That looks very passive. I still like how his bishop is completely a non-entity in this game. It's kind of nice. Let's trade off your knight for my bishop. I would be happy. Nope, not going for it. It's just too uncomfortable. Probably the bishop should go on e6. I can bring my knight to f7 now, f5 now. Happy to play that. He's got to bring a rook back here, I would think. And then how does he defend with a go rook e8? This bishop is performing a very useful function, shutting down that knight. Could go for the exchange sack. Let's just pre-move that capture. Then he can grab on e4. I like my chances there, though, because I am getting b4 here. We're on the increment, paying the price. Oh, that's a move. Let's just grab on b4. Now we're threatening to take that bishop. And we'll just go back. His knight has no useful moves. Might just play f6 and play king f7 here at some point. Ooh, okay. Just ran out of time. Just ran out of time. Wow. I think knight b7 was good there. Oof. Lost. Okay. Analysis. It's hard to get much commentary in these 10-minute games. I used to play the 15-10, and the videos got so long that these games are just... Let's put on the analysis engine. These games just go so quick, and thinking and speaking makes it really tough. Likes black here. I mean, white has no advantage, and the Budapest declined. C6. Start chipping away at that center. Yeah. Overvaluing the bishop pair, but I think I tricked white into with this move. He needs to take. Actually, it likes white after this because the two bishops and the position is starting to open up a bit. But this, yeah. Knight b6. b3 it says, just just prop that bishop there like a big pawn. Yeah, bishop c8. I wonder if it wanted that plan immediately. Oh, it did like rook e8. Okay, found my way here at the cost of a lot of time. Bishop e7. It likes bishop takes d5. I suppose I can swap those bishops off, right? Because I'm hitting his bishop with tempo. So yeah, bishop takes d5 is probably better. That bishop ended up being a real problem. Apparently it likes this move even better. c6 immediately. Okay, same difference here. Queen c2, now c6. Knight takes d3. d5. Yeah, I've got a big advantage here. Queen d7, I'm finding all the moves. I'm just taking a while to find them. Bishop a6 here. Yeah, and then I can actually get a bishop to c4 since my knight is guarding that as well. He really has no threats over here on the king side. So bishop a6 just to activate that piece. That I went for the queen trade idea. Still bishop a6 is good. And then I went for some complicated maneuvers. Yeah, now it likes white a lot. So that was just the wrong idea. One wrong idea. Trading queens, though, it's still now it likes black. It is the right idea. And now rook a8. It's just giving up on f7. Yeah, white has a clear plan here, and my ideas are very much trickier. Huh. Knight a5, just blockade, of course, blockade the pawn. That makes a lot of sense. I didn't see that. It also keeps an eye on b7. That's a big mistake. But the bigger mistake here was just getting behind on time because I was on the increment alone at this point. Let's see, bishop f5. Just clearing out so my rook can watch over this rank. Bishop takes, knight takes, a6. Rook a8, go no further. Then he's got rook a1. Rook a7, go no further. Yeah, and what am I doing here? What am I doing? Is there some way I can actually attack that with my knight? Probably. Rook b5. Yeah, this is not a position I want to play. I mean, I have equal material, but that a pawn is worth a lot more than my c6 backwards pawn. So, them's the breaks. Tough game, good game to Kati Devakumar. Let me check out the move times. Yeah, well managed. I think my opponent had a lot more time left than me, obviously, and managed his time well. So well played. And all of you other watchers out there, thank you for watching and stay feisty.